Hello friends, my name is Shannon. I'm from the Cat Scrappiness creative crew. Today I have a super cute candy corn shaker card for you today, and I'm going to show you a really easy way to do the borders, especially when they're thin like this, thin borders on a shaker card so that you can canal all of your little shaker bits. So to get started, I have created a background using a piece of black cardstock, a piece of black and white gingham from the Farmhouse 6x6 premium double-sided cardstock from Cat Scrappiness, and then we have some shaker bits that are orange paradise, yellow sunshine dots, and white linen dots, and some onyx black solid round confetti and tangerine dream solid round confetti sequins. Then I have the die set that I'm using is called Shake Your Candy Corn, and it has these two pieces. This is to create the background or the back of your candy corn, and also the acetate layer that will go in between your top piece and your foam. That's right. Okay, so we have that die set. Then what I've done is I've taken a piece, this is just a thin piece of fun foam, craft foam, and what I've done is I've taken some double-sided adhesive sheets and I put one on the top and one on the bottom. And what I'm going to do is run it through my die cutting machine with the outside layer, or the detail layer of the die set. Also, I've cut from a plain piece of white cardstock another of the detail layer with the stitch detail. And then from the solid piece, or this die right here, I've cut a piece of white for the backing and then the piece of acetate. So let me run this through my die cutting machine and I will be right back. So I've run this through my die cutting machine with the die, and I wanted to let you know that what I do is I keep these little scraps. These were the inner pieces of my die cut. I keep these scraps and I use these on the back of items that I want to pop up on my card. Because it's already got the adhesive on both sides, it's just like some double-sided foam tape. So keep those scraps. Gotta save all the scraps. Now what I'm using is my scoreboard to line up the back of my, I've got little lint everywhere. I'm using my scoreboard to stick the back portion in the corner of the scoreboard so that I have somewhere to line this up against. And so what I do is just grab it from the inside and I'll just hold that with one hand and then butt this up against the corner of the scoreboard, and that ensures easy alignment every time. Next, I'm going to take my little tray here, more lint, and add my shaker bits. And starting with the orange paradise dots, I'll just, wow, that's more than I wanted. Okay. Oh, maybe that should be about perfect, I think. Let's see. Fill up my little well here. And I recommend doing this before you remove the top adhesive paper. Then fill up my tray again with the yellow sunshine dots. Try not to pour so much this time. I need probably 2/3 of the amount that I did the first time, because that little well is a little bit smaller, so just pour those into the well. And I like to fill it up quite a bit. These make the greatest shaker noise, these little dots. So if you don't have these dots, they come in a variety of colors. I highly recommend them if you like making shaker cards, because they give all you can put all the pretty bits and the glitters, but these make the greatest shaker sound. So now with the white linen dots, I'm going to do about half as much as I did the first time. There we go. Because this well is smaller, and add those. I think I was saying, oops, I got a white one in the yellow. Can't have the dots mixing. There we go, white out. The yellow's trying to hop the border too. I was saying, before you take the release paper off, filling the wells, and that'll prevent them from sticking to that tape. If you fill the wells after you remove the release paper, you run the risk of your little dots sticking to the release paper. So now I'm just going to remove this release paper very carefully so that my dots don't hop around. And now I'm sticking to the tape. Okay, there we go. Next is the piece of acetate. Again, with the candy corn in the corner of my scoreboard, I'm going to line this acetate up with the edge and just lay that down. And it's perfect alignment, and just going around the perimeter and the inside borders and just pressing that down. Now we have one more piece, and that's the detail layer piece with the stitch detail, and then I'm going to add some glue to the back of that. And I'm hoping it doesn't get clogged up on me. It's got a very fine detail tip that does occasionally get plugged up. Okay, again, have the candy corn in the corner and just butt my piece up against those edges. And because we have that liquid glue, we have a little bit of wiggle room. There we go. And because the liquid glue on the acetate will take a minute to dry, I'm just going to carefully lift this up and hopefully not wiggle it around any. Oh, we got a little orange dot. And I'm going to use some acrylic blocks and just set those on top until we get some good adhesion. After that has a second to dry, then we'll add it to the card base. Now that this has had, the top layer has had a second to dry, I'm going to add some glue to the back piece, and we'll line that up on our card front and add a few sequins for that touch of bling every card needs. Okay, do it right about there. There we go. And I'm going to set this here so it gives it a second to dry. And I have my sequins, and I'm just going to add a few dots here and there of glue. And one down here. And add a few sequins with my little pick tool here. Flip that one over. I will have a list of all of the products that I used to create this card in the description box below. I thank you so much for watching my video today. I appreciate it if you would subscribe to the Cat Scrappiness channel and give me a thumbs up if you enjoy the content. Thanks so much for watching.